ridiculous. And then to top it all off, they use Charlie Sheen, a known abuser, as their man to like to market this thing.
Yeah, the face.
The face of the because they're like, oh, like he's got like HIV, so we're using him for this, and it's like,
okay,
you couldn't have found any other activists.
Yeah.
Like, even though the condom's shitty as hell, maybe they couldn't find any other activists. That was it. But like, I was like, there's so many people who you could have like paid money towards who would have actually been beneficial for that cause. And it just fell flat. And then all at the bottom of the condom too, it has like this little thing that says respect.
What?
Right at the bottom of the condom. Just like embroidered into it. Just like, oh, good God. It's just a mess. It's just like their whole company's a mess. And they haven't made any good toys recently. So it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. They have a couple classics that people kind of request. Yeah. But we're like, sorry.
Yeah. You're like,
sorry, Lilo. Because there are a bunch of companies that are kind of on people's blacklists now, right? Sure. Like blogger blacklists.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah.
What are some of the worst offenders as far as you're concerned?
Oh, okay. Well, them, to be honest. Like, they're like, I think like in most recent years, they have been really horrible. Oh, what other ones? I'm trying to think. I haven't looked at that list in a really long time.
On the flip side, do you have companies that you really love to support?
Yeah,
that you can kind of push?
This one kind of answers both questions. Yeah. But Blush Novelties used to be on the blacklist, and then they've got moved off of it because they've been doing such a good job with like creating like cheap and safe sex toys, because they used to have a lot of shitty sex toys, shitty marketing, that kind of stuff, and like apparently like hostility towards people and that kind of thing. But they've really changed with like under the leadership of Ducky Doolittle, who's sex blogger turned like awesome like educator and like PR person for their company. Yeah. So she's just been like rocking it, and I don't know what her official title is there. I think it's some kind of consultant or something. But she like
PR person maybe.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but like she's like she does like a lot of development with like basically everything, and she's running that place. Yeah, great. And she's doing such a good job. So awesome. They've been doing good job.
Amazing. So since we're on the sex toy talk, why don't we just stay on the sex toy talk and talk about these all the lovely things you brought for us today.
Sure.
So you were kind of showing off. So again, these are No Frill Doughs by Funk It Toys.
Yeah. So this guy Kenton.
Kenton.
Sorry, Kenton. This sex educator Kenton. He's a really awesome human being who makes dildos out of his house. And he basically wanted to like make some like sex toys that made like he makes his sex toys based on like not people's body parts, but he makes things that are like ergonomically sound, if that makes sense. Like
anatomically,
some kind of mix of those words. But he kind of focuses on like human bodies and how his knowledge influences his designs and his toys of the human body, which is really cool.
Great.
So these ones were specifically a creation that he wanted to make a cheaper option. So the molds that he makes, which are like out of 3D molds, he made them easier, so the like time to produce them is shortened. So he just like these are like simple colors, obviously, and then he just can pluck them out really easily. I saw him make one within, I think it was like less than 30 minutes recently at a conference.
Wow.
Him and Dangerous Lily did a panel on safe sex toys. So.
And that translates into making them reasonably priced for people?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's exactly how that's.
And as you're saying, like, I mean, it's a simple design. It's a relatively cheap dildo, but it's doing the trick for you.
Yeah, and they have different options.
One of your favorite toys that you use.
So amazing.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Yeah. And they look like they're strap-on compatible. They got that flared base.
Exactly. Yeah, they work for a lot of things.
And you can use that in your butt because it has the flared base as well.
Yeah.
That
I
nice
think this
slim
was like
one.
A perfect pegging dildo, to be honest.
Just gonna say that. I'm like, it's slim and it's smooth. Yeah. That can go on someone's butt for sure.
Yeah.
Then like a unicorn horn.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like for people who, I don't know, just like there's this covers so many people and they're so cheap.
And this is what you got this in the pack of 3? Is that what you just said?
Like he just gave them to me, but they come in like they can come in a pack of 3 altogether, or you can just get one and you can choose which colors you want. Yep. They also have there's like a black color as well if you're on to like the bright ones,
stuff, or for butt stuff, a black toy is good. Just because.
Just
this one I saw you reviewed recently. This is the Kush.
Yeah, the Cushy. I think it's Cushy.
Cushy.
Yeah, Cushy. I'm not sure, but the Tenga company, which makes like all those like sleeves and stuff for penises.
Tenga
they
eggs,
have they have like a I guess like side company. I don't know. Another company that is called Iora.
Yeah.
And they make like vulva toys and
like pretty luxe.
Yeah, they feel this how soft this is.
Yeah, this is a very cool toy because of the ridges and the squishiness. The squishiness reminds me kind of the We Vibe Wish, like the squishiness.
A little bit, yeah. It's a little bit more soft.
Yeah, but it's got the more texture there.
Exactly.
And, oh my god, even this on the back is like.
It's like silky smooth.
So
it's
smooth.
It's really cool. So I love that one just because it's so unique. And they come in these little glass terrariums, like for chargers, and it's like a charging port that you put it on it.
Yeah.
So you have to like plug it in and everything. It's just like kind of like one of those you put it on, and then it's good. And it's a little terrarium. It looks like a little fancy shell.
And then this is nice. Yeah, it's a shell. Yeah, it looks like a little seashell. Yeah. Exactly. And it's nice to have the point for that direct stimulation.
Yeah, and you can use it broadly.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can kind of like mash it against your vulva or your bits or whatever.
Yeah, that texture.
It's really cool. It offers like a lot of different options.
Yeah, very cool. I love it. And even the color is kind of very seashell-esque.
Exactly. Yeah, it was honestly exactly like a seashell.
Cool.
And I'm like,
what's the price point on this guy?
Oh, I think it's.
Is it expensive?
It's a little bit expensive.
Mid-range,
it's like I mean, it's like 119. I think that'd be the max of it.
Okay,
maybe
so it's a Lux
100 to I'd say so. Yeah,
it's priced to be a Lux. What's the power like?
It's pretty rumbly and pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's like if you're like a power queen, it might not be the toy for you, but it's like I love it and I like powerful toys too. So like I'm someone who kind of like my power doesn't necessarily always need to be the highest, but
I can adjust if I use a lower kind of frequency toy.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't want that much going on.
I don't need to use a plug-in magic wand all the time. I'll die.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll hurt myself.
Michaelette's going, yeah. Please stop.
So these lubes you brought here, this is a company that we sell at our sex toy shop as well. We don't know how to pronounce it. Sutil.
I say Sutil.
Yeah. Other people say Sutil. I think at my store we have no idea.
They haven't corrected me yet. I don't know. I mean, but I also just write their name when I work with them. Yeah, these are like they're one of my favorite lube brands. Generally. Yeah. Like they're they have like a Luxe Body Glide that's like their original one, and then they have a Rich Body Glide, which is like a thicker formula, really good for anal sex.
I used the Horny Goat.
That's a thicker one.
Yeah. I did try that. I did anal play with that.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't quite as thick as I what I needed it to be.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to like Liquid Sassy is like my go-to.
And you don't think it's the same consistency as Liquid Sassy?
I didn't think so.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I find when I use it, just like it's really thick and it glops out of the bottle and always makes a little noise. But I don't know.
Always makes a little.
It does. It goes
a little fart.
Yeah, it's like as it comes out, it's like ridiculous. Yeah, so I don't know.
But these are flavored.
Yeah, so they recently came out with like they have 4, but I just grabbed the 2 ones that I like the most. But they have coconut flavored, vanilla flavored, and they have a mint and a cherry as well. So this is the vanilla and coconut. Do you want to try some?
Yes, vanilla. Okay, let's see. Hello.
I accidentally used that one when I was masturbating because I don't know. Sometimes you're like, why would you use flavored lube if you're not like licking anything?
Oh, it's almost like a coffee vanilla to me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a real vanilla bean. That's what I'm picking up on.
When I had it in bed with me, I like all of a sudden, and I like use it like instead of the normal one. I started smelling maple syrup, and I don't know if do you feel that?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Because I was like, what's that maple syrup smell in my bed? And I like looked. I was like, oh, I picked this one up. Yeah.
It's almost like a smoky flavor. Like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really good.
Interesting. That's like a very unique vanilla. It's not just how anything can be vanilla.
Yeah,
it's like whatever. That one is like a really kind of authentic. I don't know. Yeah. And then this one's coconut. Oh, hey, pina colada.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
No, this one's nice really, really good. Yeah, this is my favorite one.
Yeah. So what do you find with flavored lubes? Like, can you get away with using them like internally? Like,
you can totally.
What's your recommendation for people using flavored?
So to be honest, in general, I don't usually like use flavored lubes. They're not a part of my regular sex routine.
Yes.
They can be great for people who might like say are not super into like if oral. If like that's not something, but like they want to do it, obviously consent. Yeah. Like say for like their partner, but they're just not like super into it or super into the taste and smells. Maybe that's not a thing for them. Then these can totally be something that can help you in that process, just to kind of give you something else to focus on. So I think that's like a good recommendation. And they can just be fun, like if you just want to experiment, like and not use foods that are gonna like affect the ecosystem
Yes,
of your body, then like these are kind of great ways to do that. But yeah, you can totally use these like internally if you wanted to.
Because it says sugar free, so I wonder what does sweeten it. Is it like some of them have aspartame? Stevia. Yeah, so stevia extract in this one. Yeah. But I feel like, anyone that's super sensitive in that way, maybe not internally.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not someone who has like a super sensitive vagina, so I can't attest to that. But
or if you are, do just like a little, just warm
a little
water,
test, of course,
a warm water douche, maybe just after you use it, just flush out.
Yeah, that might be
if you are kind of sensitive.
Yeah,
very nice. Okay, and the most exciting thing I think that you've brought. This is great. So this is the Velvet Thruster. Oh, look!
It looks like a Buzz Lightyear type of toy. That's kind of what I thought. And when it has like its full package on too, it has this thing that like opens up like this, and you're like, ooh, it's Buzz Lightyear coming out of that package, you know, in like Toy Story. Yeah. It's just so there's not many. I mean, like it's a fucking machine.
It's a fuck machine. Yeah. Like when you think of like my friend, somebody in like our poly kind of grouping has like an actual fuck machine, and this is what it is like. Except it's a kind of a bigger contraption, but this is what it does.
Because it basically, when you turn it on,
it's a handheld fuck machine.
Thrusts. And I think this is the first company that's done like a handheld fuck machine, because Fun Factory has pulsators, but it's more of like a rocking back and forth. The whole toy moves together. It's not like something is projectiling, like punching out, which I feel like this one does.
Yes, this is very different than the Stronic Irons.
Yeah. And you can turn it up, and it goes like up, like.
Okay, here's my question, and I'm gonna ask you because I read your review on this. So, because it's a handheld fuck machine, you really got to hold that in place with your other hand,
completely,
so that because that could be, this
comes out, like especially if you're squeezing down, it's like it pops out, especially in a slippery environment. It's like it's coming out. So you have to be down there and like hunkered. And,
or what did you do? You had a thing that you kind of figured out to do with it.
So what I did here, if you want to play with it,
thank you.
I I don't know how to describe the leg motion, but kind of like putting your legs in, like, I don't know how to describe it in a way that's like
a little squat,
like kind of like a squat,
but on your back,
laying on your back, and then kind of like if you've ever been like waxed before, when they ask you to open up your legs, but like pull your like feet together and up.
Or like this, when you're getting a pap.
Like this or something, but like your feet are together.
The diamond.
Yeah, the diamond situation. So I kind of did that, but like obviously my feet were together, and I used my one foot as like a stabilizer. Yeah, and I've also like used books and stuff before to like try to like make it. I mean, you could do it against a wall if you wanted to, if you want to open up your legs that wide. But
what's the sensation like for you? Like how do you feel about that thrusting motion?
I like it. Like it's definitely like it's definitely what you think it would give you. Like it's just like I don't know, something's thrusting into you, and you're like, that's great.
You're like.